friend, Roger Christofferson here again with another first listen review. And this one, even though it's the first listen review for me in many ways, even though it's their fourth album, I've actually got two of the previous albums from this band. I've never even listened to them. That's so many. I just have so many CDs I can't keep track, and I kind of lost track of having this band. And I saw that they were coming out with a new album, and I actually missed one somewhere in there. It's Pattern Seeking Animals. And their new album here, and I've got to say this right because I said it wrong. Last time I tried to do this, it's called Spooky Action at a Distance. And it's kind of like the side project of several of the guys that had been in Spock's Beard. Spock's Beard is one of those bands that I discovered several years ago. Neil Morse is like one of my favorites prog artists out there, and I try to like pay attention to everything he does. And so I kind of found, it's weird, I found Spock's Beard right around, I can't remember if it was Snow or 5 or which one it was I found them on the first one, but right around that time frame, and I've kind of been following ever since. And these guys are kind of carrying on in that style, I guess, although there's a lot more soundscapiness going on here, if that makes any sense. It's kind of the main writer here is John, I'm going to say this wrong, Bolgehold or Bogahold, I don't know. He's like the main guy that records and mixes and writes most of the stuff, and they got some very strange topics they cover on here. They got one that's about Norse king. That's actually the man made of stone. They're talking about him. It's kind of funny. It's got weird cellos and it's got some mandolins and stuff going on in there. And Tad Leonard, I forgot to mention, that he's singing on this. He has a very pure, like, singing vocal style, and this music is like, it's progressive. It is catchy, and it's not as like heavy like a rock. It doesn't really rock much here anywhere on this disc, but it definitely gets progressive at points and does have its upbeat moments. But he's got a very pure singing style, and it mixes very well with the whole sound of the album. It's very, like I say, soundscapey. The textures and stuff that they come up with on here are very clean and pure. There's not like any like really distorted type sounding things going on, and the whole album kind of carries along that way. They've got kind of a cool reggae feel and Window to the World. I'm not going to go through every single thing on here because this is like a really long, complicated album, and I've actually lost track of everything going on here. There's a lot going on in this album. I like that type of thing. It's one of the ones you're going to put on and you're going to listen to it several times, and every time you're going to pick out something new and something you didn't hear before. And I actually love that type of thing because every time you put it on, you feel like you're getting a fresh view of things, and I don't know, I just really like that type of thing. So that's for me. And they talk about, I know there's one in here, I forget which song it was. They talk about a pregnant teenager leaving home, and they got a choir going on here, Clouds That Never Rain. They got the Mellotron like choir type thing happening with big backing vocals on that. Was really cool. And kind of reminds me of something maybe around the Noise Floor era of Spock's Beard, that type of sound. And they get a little bit epic-y on Somewhere North of Nowhere, and that's actually probably my least favorite song on this whole thing. I don't know, it left me just kind of like, it sounds, I don't know, jazzy, and I'm not really a big, huge jazz fan, so that kind of like left me thinking I could have lived without that one. And this is a pretty long album. It's like a dual disc is the one I got, and I don't even remember where I ordered this one from, but I ended up with a dual disc, which I guess is not available in the US, so I'm sure I ordered it from one of these other overseas ones. So I guess when you're ordering this one, if you're into this band, take note of where you're getting it from, because there's only the dual disc is available only overseas. And they kind of go through what is it, the one I read in my notes here real quick, like maybe my favorite track, because I was just talking about my least favorite track, is the actual last track on here. Love is Still the Light. It's super uplifting chorus, uplifting message in the song. It's one thing I like about Spock's Beard. They always had a positive message, and I'm glad that they do that. And I know I keep comparing to Spock's Beard. These are all guys from Spock's Beard, and they do actually sound very similar. So I don't know. Overall, I would say it's a proggy, melodic, uplifting album that's you actually kind of feel just good at the end of listening to it. They got some really weird texture or topics they go over in the lyrics here. But that one song with the pregnant teenager leaving, it gets a little bit I don't know, like close to home for some people, I'm sure, and that's probably about as deep as they get, but not without giving it away. It's kind of is an uplifting song at the same time. So I don't know. This is not a band that I'm super familiar with because, like I said, I know they've been around, so I can't compare it to the previous stuff. But for anybody like me who hasn't heard these guys before and is maybe looking to check them out like I just did, I would say it's worth a listen if you're into that style of music. If you like Spock's Beard, you're not going to be disappointed. This is kind of like it is a side project, but it sounds, I don't know, it sounds like a positive, even more positive, uplifting version of Spock's Beard to me. That's my take on it anyway. I'm definitely going to have to get that third one that I don't have, and probably have to break out the first two and actually take them out of the wrappers here and give them a listen. And, that's the way it goes sometimes. So, as always, I welcome people to share their views on it. I'm sure the stuff I'm leaving out to somebody else that is a fan of this band wants to mention, so as always, leave that down in the comments below. And, so like this is my quick overview, like I said, and like, share, subscribe, and all that fun stuff so we can keep talking about these cool bands. And we'll talk to you in the next one. See ya.